What up, what up? Mark is first. Mark owns the stream power. New motionless and white. Mark has the launch codes. What we need to hope for is that I don't have an internet spike like I have the last few times. Just like abruptly for no reason. We're playing some Elves tonight, though. With the DC changes, I didn't feel like hardcore testing anything. And I kind of want to pick up this deck for paper. But I kind of want to see how it actually does. Given that it doesn't really do anything in the face of, like, your opponent's doing something. Kind of hope I can tsunami somebody tonight. Any tsunami gamers? Not as many people so far tonight. I think we're only at like 10 or 11. There's also a couple people who like normally play that I haven't seen sign up, which is kind of unusual, but also a lot of people that I have not seen before who have signed up, so kind of cool. Devin, what's Corbin's setup? Is he on like a laptop, like his own computer, or like what is he doing? Where is my boy at here? Yeah, this song's really good. The worst thing that anybody can do to me is ask me for like Discord permissions because I don't know what I'm doing. So I was just trying to figure out there. Visit banger, slide that one up. But yeah, I don't know if this deck is actually like good. Like we're gonna see. It does some cool things. It gets to play 4 Glimpse like old Legacy Elves. I think its biggest weakness is it doesn't get to play 4 Heritage Druid. I haven't seen Fork register yet. I haven't seen Plasma register yet. We got 5 minutes though. Right now we're at, I think 12, 11 or 12. Definitely some people though who I haven't seen before. We got 4 minutes though until we're starting up. I am wondering if there's like some amount of Crater Hoof effect that like I want. Like the only one you really get is like End Raise Forerunner. I want to Baloth somebody to death tonight. I want to get him to Torok and drop both my Baloths and not my only 2 lands at hand. But that's my answer for the Him decks and Burn, because those are both probably pretty good against this deck. There's also not a lot of budget in this deck. So my sideboard is like dirt cheap. Because it has to be. I've got another one jumping in. We might get close to our normal number. I thought about like for burn, like virulent emissary and stuff, like where like the creature enters you gain a life. But those are like surprisingly pricey. They're like almost 60 cents. So they're kind of like a lot of money in context. One thing that was kind of nice for like a little bit is like Guild Leaf Palace or whatever it was. The Black Green Land wasn't a lot of money like a long time ago, like maybe 6 months ago or a year ago or something. And then it obviously spiked. There was a lot of this deck that I think was like kind of cheap, and then like Lorwyn came out, and then it all spiked. A little less than a minute, and then we'll get started here. Looks like about a dozen people tonight. Not bad. Get that figured out here in a second. All right, it is 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm going to pop over to the Discord channel to kind of give the rundown to everybody, start the player meeting, and then I will be back to start the event, and we'll actually get into some games. So we will be right back. All right, pretty simple player meeting as always. Oh, round one. You're going down, Corbin. You're going down. Welcome to the fucking zone. Copy my profile pic. Interesting. If I had to guess, Corbin's probably playing Burn because it was what he kind of first was like learning with. It's not bad. So I'm gonna assume he's on Burn. This is actually a pretty good hand too. Like double glimpse is a little awkward, but yeah, this looks like Burn. This is like kind of what we sideboarded for though. All right, Rift Bolt. So we're going to start with Linear Elves. Just try to max on mana next turn. Symbiote Elvish Visionary is also a pretty good combo. I think as of right now, our next turn looks like Glimpse into Sentinel into Wirewood, unless we draw something different. There's a chance that we lose our elf here, but I think it's unlikely. Being on the play with Burn is like kind of tough to like use your resources on anything other than face because you're down a card. Now if he has like land Searing Blaze, that's obviously like a really good play here because it sets us back a little bit. Jesper Sentinel is also pretty good. A pretty good hit with like Symbiote if we would get our Lenore Elf killed, but I don't think we're going to see that happen now. Another Rift Bolt. That's pretty good. It's not like a bad turn, but just like it's kind of awkward because we might just get like killed. We're not dead to anything right now though, because he could have like he has 4 cards in hand, so he could have a Fire Blast as one of them, so that would take us to 7. But there's only 1 mana 3 damage. And if he has like he would have to have another land too if he had like multiple, so yep. There's probably like a bolt or something that's happening here. We found a shaman. Not having Birchlore here kind of sucks. Actually, no. So now I don't think we can shaman this turn, which kind of sucks because I think we have to. We just have to like build a huge board. Okay, Birchlore is good. Oh shoot. I screwed this up a little bit. Because I'm like wasting a mana on this like Llanowar Elf. Okay, that's pretty good. So I want to do this for... So then now... The problem is I gotta get like a million elves in play. Hey Mark, you should ban that account that just commented. So now we can do this. If we find a second shaman, I think we win. Need to reiterate the 25-minute clock. Why? Did somebody not listen? I think the one like... Oh, 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 oh. I think the one thing that's crazy is like we might fizzle out. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. It's kind of crazy we're drawing all these lands. So here I want to do this for black, just in case. There's just a chance this isn't good enough. Oh my god. I think that's all I can do. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Well, we have 17 lands in the deck. And we drew 11 of them. Yep. I think Corbin just has us here. This is one of the reasons I want Baylot, though. It's not much different if he has like another bolt, so we're just going to chain lightning him back. He only has one land in play. If he had a second land, we would not do that. All right, so here's a Fire Blast. Man! That sucks. All right. Bring these bad boys in. This is kind of the tough part because I don't know. Eclipse Elves are probably too slow. Titanias are probably too slow also. I think we're just on like, why am I bullying this child? I drew 11 of my 17 lands and there were 2 more on the top. I'm getting bullied. How many people are there? I didn't even look. We have 13 people, so it is 4 rounds. Yeah, I will go first. Hand us gas. Can I move my hand around? Can I fidget? Can I shuffle the cards in my hand, please? It's empty, let it dry. Dude, it actively won't let me. Oh my god, I'm gonna freak out. I'm suffering. We have a pretty good glimpse turn this turn, as long as our elf doesn't die. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing a land here. Heritage Druid is a pretty sweet draw. You know what? No blocks. I think we just set up to have like a big glimpse turn this turn. Like to get max value. Oh, he's only on... Oh wait, no, I'm on the draw. I don't know what I'm talking about. We're on the play. I don't really like that we have Snarl and no. God, I can't move the cards in my hand. This is actually actively upsetting me. I need cards to shuffle. So Snarl without a forest kind of sucks. The other thing that's tough here too is like, so we have like this Wirewood, but we don't have a good way to. Okay, it's not bad. We're just gonna try to amass like the most we can. Hope to find like a Baloth. We find like another Glimpse. Glimpse is good too. We're gonna probably need to block this Goblin Guide though sooner than later. Griffbolt. We're also in danger of just like dying. Sentinel's not really the draw we want. How long will I slide? Whoop. Yeah, this just kind of sucks. I think we're dead. I mean, we did draw like 3 cards off a Glimpse. If we, I'm about to say, if he attacks, we 100% like we block. Our best draw here is Baloth for sure. Symbiote seems really good. We can do some cool combat stuff where we like bounce a thing that gets, yeah, like we can bounce our Heritage Druid here, untap a guy. We could have played the symbiote first to be able to bounce 2 things, but probably block with that. I mean, that was a pretty cool turn. Like, we attacked with everything, ending the turn with, like, 2 things tapped. Probably just dead, but cool turn. Yep. Fire Blast. I'm still getting these concussions, throw my head against the wall. Yep, got it. Ah, there it is. Well, that sucks. What other matches are going on? Yeah, watching it back, it's kind of tough. Like that one turn, I don't know if you were tuned in, Devin, or whatever, while you guys were playing, but like I had off my glimpse draws, I drew 11 of my 17 lands, and I did like the next 2 draws. And they were also lands. So in the top half of the deck, I had 13 of my 17 lands. GG's Corbin. And game 2 wasn't that bad. I just like I glimpsed early, which like I don't think it's wrong because like I needed to like set up, but and I wasn't gonna like if I like spend that next turn going like guy instead of glimpsing, then like I don't really have anything going on. But I drew 3 cards off glimpse. What I really need to find a Baloth. I need to find a Baloth like ASAP. Because I think something that was actually really cool and like kind of strong with that last turn, as I was like navigating it, was doing why would Symbiote like bounces in combat? Because I swung out like hit for 10, and then basically got to untap my entire board. So that felt real. Like I said, I think Burn's just a bad matchup. That's why I have 4 Baloths, but Annie, you okay? Corbin, you okay? I feel like this isn't. I'm seeing what's queued up in the playlist, and it doesn't seem like what I have filtered. I want to see Dude's match. See what's going on there. What in the world? Oh, this is the Green Goblin. So Dude's on Reanimator versus Black White Stuff. Black White Tainted Field. Ruzik booed but victorious. It's approach. What's up, Fork? Not playing tonight, dog. Was he the blue-white guy? Who's playing blue-white approach control? God, I can't believe I lost to Corbin. Fancy hands. What are we talking about, guys? Oh, Dute's restarting. Okay, we'll go to a different game. Oh, no, they're done. Okay, so I guess we will wait for Dute. We're just being weird. Let me see the chat. I think that first game was fine, though, for Elves. Like I said, I think Burn's like a tough matchup. Could you imagine, though, in that game, too, if I had access to, like, either Well-Wisher or, like, the Soul Sister that just got printed? I would have been so good. I would have been so Gucci. Oh, man, this is the end. I think Legacy Elves is actually better than Burn and Legacy, but that's because they get like Green Sun Zenith and Natural Order. So if I could just like sack a thing and like Crater Hoof you, like you die. Yeah, I know Cradle, but like I was never stuck on mana. I could tell you that. I almost screen clipped my hand in game one when I had the 7 forest in hand and I discarded the 8th. I was like, all right, got a Sire. When my reanimator opponent makes me discard $10. When they make me discard a third of my deck budget. Wasn't this card played in Legacy for a little bit? Am I right to remember that? I'm pretty sure this card was played in Legacy. Like in like a Miracle's Shell or something. I remember people playing it. I remember seeing it and being like, this card is weird. Looks like Dude's gonna get this one. Alright, Dude wins the match. Get up, everybody's gonna move their feet. I'm against Jacob. At the midnight show. Man, Corbin's versus Dude. Still moving much too slow. Oh. I think it's Pox. Probably bad for us. If it's anything like Legacy, it's not good. This hand's okay. We'll keep it. Alright, Hogak Pox. If we draw a 1-drop, then we can have a pretty good turn next turn. Because we can go land, glimpse. I think we're still 1 too slow. Yep. What's this? I've never seen that Bloodghast before. Corsi Revenant seems pretty good with the swamp on top. Okay. No blocks. It's like not the worst turn, but assuming we don't have anything die this turn, we can actually kind of go off next turn a little bit. It's a good song too. Sure. Because we have this Symbiote Elvish Visionary kind of loop too. We'll take 4. I will not be talking for a minute, chat. I apologize. I probably shouldn't have done that yet. So if I... Sorry, this is weird. Shoot, I should probably do... Well, I guess I don't want to. Okay, we should probably have enough here now. Yeah, I think Heritage Shrewd is like too important for this deck. Okay, I can actually do that way faster if I do that. I didn't know that. Okay, this should be good enough now. So what we'll do is... Alright, got there. Alright, we're just gonna bring in Soul Guides. Eclipse are probably too slow. Yeah, I think we're just trying to like go off on glimpse. A lot of clicks. It seems good though. Left with nothing. This isn't the most exciting hand. It is a little land heavy, but we have Visionary and a Soul Guide Lantern for one. You don't like Trivium Brock? Oh my god. This guy is bringing in duress against elves? This is sacrilegious. I don't hate Little Morels. How are you tonight, Brock? Don't smallpox me. Okay. Double Bloodghast is kind of scary. Oh man, and Timeline Color. Probably pick up Swarm, I would imagine. Yeah. It's not terrible. I'm not bad, Brock. I think we're just beating down. Because I have a feeling they're going to do the same thing. What's up, Troll? How you doing, homie? I like how all of his things are 1/2s. A cool draw would be Wirewood Symbiote. We could go like Shaman, Bounce Shaman. Hogak from the hand. Hogak from the hand isn't awful, because then he's got to get rid of some of the chaff. I don't know, I think Gak is going to show us how this game is played, if I had to guess. That would be my assumption. I don't really want to swing in. I still want to hope that we can find like a symbiote, or like even if we find another like shaman, that's not like too bad. Brother's gotta stop playing all these 1/2s. All these 1/2s, man. Kind of messed up. Gonna be honest. You think they fired the person who like thought of this card? So we can actually block a little bit here. We can block like this, and then like this. We take 8. Clear off a couple things. Kind of sucks. They can't block though. I think the sideboard duress is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Jordan's Elite isn't terrible. Alright, he doesn't have color anymore in the graveyard. So if we swung out, right now it's only 10. You can block with one thing. Bro, scared money don't make money, let me tell you. True math is for blockers moment. That's probably a pretty good block. It opens it up for like if we would draw Wirewood Symbiote. Symbiote would actually go pretty hard on this board though. You can like bounce Shaman. Symbiote actually, yeah, that's the thing. Symbiote actually is just lethal. What does this thing do when it dies? Exile it when you do return target creature card from your graveyard from your hand. That's a little annoying. If those are the only attacks, that's not that bad. We trade off the token like 100% of the time. I think that's Menache. But I think you always attack with a blood gas because they're not blocking. And then if any of this goes through, I'm at 10 and they just come back with haste. Yeah, there you go. We're gonna keep the 2/2 around because we want like the max amount of elves for our potential shaman or symbiote draw. It sucks too because we're like not really defensive, but like we can't do a whole lot right now. Symbiote draw here would be huge. It would be huge. Alright, can I not die? That's 9 toughness that I have, 10 to block trample. So I'm definitely dead. Yeah, we weren't gonna get there. I think we just do the same thing. This hand's a little awkward. I think it's good though. Like a Heritage Shroud really opens it up. I still don't know what discard he has because like, he brought in Duress. Maybe this hand's not worth keeping because there's no Soul Guide Lantern. I just know that we can go like Sentinel into Titania, and if like the Titania doesn't die, we go like Elite. We have 4 mana. Well, against a 5. That's not bad. I am gonna attack here. I know it's like not great, but like it's 1 less body for if he does roll into Hogak. Okay, so he doesn't want to block. So that's like important information. I can shuffle around cards in my hand again. That's good. Smallpox here wouldn't even be that bad. We can sack the Sentinel. Interesting. That's actually not bad. I mean, that's good for him because he doesn't know that like Priest of Titania is like stronger for us here. Tough part here is we don't have black mana. Virtual Rangers is the only untapped sword. No, we could draw the guy that makes a mana on an ETB. I think this is like our biggest issue though, and this might be like warranting playing the end race forerunners. Oh wait, I'm dumb. Jaspera Sentinel makes black mana. Oh my god. That's fine. We got our value out of it. I don't really hate cycling this, honestly. We don't want to lose this, so we'll tap it. That's not bad, actually. Tap this because I can't attack. I think a big thing on this game is our opponent mauled. Like, credit where credit is due. Not saying that we, like, won this game or anything, but I think we're pretty ahead. And him, like, having, like, not a lot of creatures. Like, Hogak isn't very threatening to us right now. Yeah, so he has a Hogak, but, like, he needs another card for it. So, like, he doesn't want to DAC more here. Probably. Oh, he has Timeline Color. Okay, he could bring that back, but he's at 5. We just might have, like, enough attackers, like, between these dorky guys. Might be a GG. Elf beatdown, who would have thought? Alright, nice, we got it. Alright, I briefly... I'm gonna need to step away very, very briefly. Corbin's 2-0, that's awesome. Alright, yeah, I need to step away briefly. I'll probably be back in like 5 minutes. But I'll keep this game on as long as it's on. Like, so I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I am back. Apologies. Whoops. Ugh. Okay, so Fancy, I think was on that I don't really like this hand. I'm gonna keep it. Fancy though, like I said, I think he was on that approach deck. We do kind of have a pop-off start though. We're super soft to like Vindicate, blow up our land. Or even just like kill our guy. Yeah, that's not great. Nettle Sentinel's probably the best hit here. Interesting. Still lets us kind of have a good turn. That's a good draw. Wait, no, I don't want to do that. Loses mana. This is a good song. Make a black mana off this. These all kind of suck. I guess second Heritage Shroud in case he finds a way to answer it. I will say if he has a sweeper, I think we're just fucked. I think we just lose. I don't think that choice was like bad though, because like we still would have like gotten to do shaman things that turn, I believe. Uh-oh. I gotta add this to a different playlist actually, because this song's amazing. I keep forgetting the song exists. Let me down. Condemn. That's pretty good. That's a lot of removal. So he saved 5 damage so far. I mean, that's pretty sizable. Right? Like, since he's in black white, what do you think he's doing to get like his other copies of approach after he like does this thing? Let's see how much damage this is and see if it's like worth playing this little Ralph. We got to do all of that? That's kind of crazy. Alright, I think we are just playing the little Ralph because we got to just try to like end this game. Ugh. God, I hope he doesn't kill more of our stuff again. That would suck ass. Lottie, too man. No, stop. Spotting me while I burst to flames. Oh my god, bro. Alright, he's out of cards in hand. Best draw would be Shaman of the Pack. Notice something was fun. Dude, what? Stop. Please, 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 please. Sure. How much life has he gained this game? We're not going to play this land. There's not really a reason to. Alright, looks like we got there. Sweet. Do we think he's going to have... Well, he did have this card. Is it worth bringing in Bailoff? I don't think this is going to be a Titania game. And rise above the flames. Last card's kind of weird. Sentinel, I guess? Or you know what, actually... Let's only bring in 3 Bailoff. I don't think we need to go super crazy with it. This is fun. A little Attila. A little Attila for the ladies. Almost ruined the whole game right there. Devin, are you an Attila fan? Don't kill my guys. Thank you. Yeah, they're like okay. I think I have like 3 songs by them saved. Also, we get blown out by Path of Peril here, if he has it. The fact that our Heritage Shroud got to live, though, yeah, that shouldn't have. I guess you can't really play around that too much. What is this? Oh, interesting. That's a cool card. Glimpse is pretty good here. It kind of sucks we don't have... Yeah, I think we have to do it. Virtual Ranger off the top would be pretty sweet here, though. There it is. So this pays for itself. Actually, nets mana, right? We get another thing in play. We're gonna draw these fucking forests now. Yeah, that kind of sucks because now we only have 1 mana available. The most brutal thing is just drawing, like, chaining lands during the Glimpse turn. That's what's, like, super brutal so far about this deck. Let's start here. Symbiote's pretty good. Um, we'll do this. Oh my god, I clicked on the wrong. We should have been untapping the Visionary. Yeah, that's alright. I mean, we screwed that up bad, so... Like, we could have even, like, floated mana and stuff. Like, it just... I think I just want to attack. I don't think we want to... We could, like, tap some guys and play that, but, like, we don't really get anything out of it. Yeah, and that kind of sucks, too, because, like, we screwed up the symbiote, and we could have waited, potentially. So, like, this turn, we can just sit and wait, and then if he does something, then we can, like, symbiote bounce it. Let's actually see if we can do it now. So let's untap this and bounce this. He kind of needs to, like, try to remove this anyway. Like, he really shouldn't be, like, waiting. That's a pretty good kill. He must have more removal, though, if he's, like, doing that. Brother, this guy stinks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we do have lethal if we play our hands. In the same vein, we absolutely lose if we get Wrath here. Alright, we have no plays, so we'll F6. Dude, what are you doing? Oh, my God. Alright, so 7 cards down. These aren't terrible draws. So we're 3 damage off, so if we draw another shaman, we get there. So 4 cards. Two cards. What is he doing? Did he just die? Because we have lethal. That's kind of crazy. I think Bro killed himself. Let's check out Drake. Haven't seen what Drake's got going on. Corbin got clapped. Corbin, what happened, dude? I want to watch game. What's this doing? Drew a lot of lands. Wouldn't know what that's like, Corbin. Totally didn't happen to me when I was playing you. Get used to it, pal. Welcome to the game. Grow up, kid. What did he play against round 2? You weren't the only one who thought of us that way. I spend most nights awake. Smallpox is like seeing so much play. What was Dude? Oh, Dude's on Reanimator. I tell you what, I like this timeline color stuff that they're doing in Hogak. I thought that card would be like kind of interesting. Like I like that people are building like aggro Hogak Pox. I like that that's like the best build of it right now. I think it makes sense. Like this is so much damage. I'll tell you what though, like that approach player had so much removal. We still were able to 2-0. Drake looks pretty dead here though. I might order that elf deck in paper. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because I also get to use like the best forest, John Avon. Yeah, I'm 2-1. Dude, Corbin beat my ass, man. Corbin's 15. I don't know how old Corbin is. Corbin is 11. 11 or 12. I don't know. Our matchup's weird. Because, like, I know you have discard and removal, which I know is pretty good. Alright, there's still game 3. Maybe I did just, like, do, like, a 200 some dollar order through TCG Player, but, like, maybe I order Elves. Maybe. Put a little elf package in before DC. I straight up might buy a display case of like Dragon Shields though, because like I have so many things I need to like re-sleeve and everything. And there's like the off chance that like I They're like, we loan decks out or something just to like jam games with random people. And I don't want like crusty like sleeves. Well, the thing about like the elf deck is like, I mean, I have some. Like I have like Little Elves and like there is some like pricier things to like already own. Like the most expensive stuff in the deck is ooh recipes. The most expensive stuff in the deck is like the Heritage Druids and like the Glimpses, and then like Birchlore Rangers and stuff. But um, it's fucking it's VV. All this stuff is cheap. I definitely own 4 Opposite of Bailoffs. I can tell you that. Dude, I'm so excited to get drunk at the Airbnb though and play Magic. Wes brought up again because I forgot he has a vintage cube. If we can like somehow squeeze an 8th person like that we can find, we can like vintage cube like Thursday night or something, then like get drunk. Because I think we have like a pretty decent sized table in like the kitchen. This is something I like about oh maybe he's null drifting here. Like I like the Hogak deck because he just has like so much pressure in play right now. Devin, maybe you'll play against Corbin. I just thought about that. Yeah, dude, that's like a tough hand because there's like a lot of good things that happen if he like finds a land. Like he has the dress down where he can like play the Null Drifter. If it's a white source, he could play the Sanctifier. If you really want to get good at Death Shadow, you play against Burn. That's like some of my favorite Magic. Because people are like, oh, if you're a good Shadow player, then you'll know how to do it. And the same point, like, oh, if you're a good Burn player. But it's like, if you have two super competent players, you're telling me that, like they're both at the same skill level, especially with their own deck. Like, that matchup is crazy. I don't know, man. Your shuffler's broken. I'm guessing he didn't hit a land because he's like kind of in the tank. He probably did. I don't know what he could have at this point. That's rough. That's rough, buddy. Decorated emergency. All right, get them to report. Alright, so pair. Alright, I'm against Ryan. I have no idea what he's playing. I think the last time he was playing like Hawks. I'm just waiting for Ryan. I don't know if he's a screen wall. Oh, fuck, yeah, he is. I think we're gonna risk this. Dude, is this burn again? Oh my god, bro. If this is burn, we might be in trouble. Yep. Oh, maybe not. Erasmus, thanks for the follow. Yeah, we're 2-1 right now. I'm a little nervous about this game because I think he's just gonna be able to get under us. We also didn't draw another land. He's kind of low on cards though. Oh no, we're so dead, bro. All 3 street rates in the first 18 cards is kind of crazy. Hmm. We can't block the Flame Wake, which kind of sucks. We haven't shown him anything other than Little Elves. So let's think about this. We have 2 mana here. We have 4 mana total. 3 mana after we spend this. 2 mana here. 0 mana. Yeah, it's not worth it. Let's just hold it close to the chest. Yeah, the bolt on our elf turn 1 was like absurd. I was looking at these discard randomly cards when I was building earlier, and I guess they make way more sense on a Hollow One build. Yeah, it hasn't been seeing a lot of play lately, but blue-red discard was really popular about a year ago. It won Eternal Weekends, like win a Mox Diamond event. And then seen like on and off play like at the 1Ks and online. Ew, why is this here? We've been killing a couple different ways tonight. The most common one is honestly just like beating down, but we have got a couple kills where we've amassed enough things for the shaman of the pack. But normally it's like you get the shaman them for like 8 or something. And then like you just deal the rest of the damage with like the Goad. I do think I want like an end raise forerunners or something though. I kinda just want to put this in play now. God, that's a terrible pile. Yep. Alright, so we're going to play the symbiote. And then what we're going to do is we're going to attack with the Eclipsed Elf. And then if he goes to, like, Cycle Street Wraith and block, then we can just pick it up mid-combat. Okay, so we will untap, return this. I screwed that up earlier. We'll take Visionary just in case something happens to our guy. We've got a pretty good loop right now, though. Okay, we're back. Average stream dying moment, but this is fun. What do we lose? Land Sentinel Visionary. Yeah, no, it happens like once a stream. I can't figure out why. It's just like something with my internet. It's just like it'll lose all internet immediately. I don't think you told me how to fix it. I'm not. I don't believe you. I don't want to drill through my floor. We have a Shaman of the Pack. What does that do? I don't think we're going to be able to mass enough, but I mean, we still got to try. We'll just concede because we can't block the flyer. So, learned what I kind of thought, which was... Let's watch Devin. We can't really beat the fast decks. Very well, at least. Devin's probably dead. Oh, that was a match. Okay. Who else? Let's watch Corbin. See how Corbin's doing. Let's critique Corbin's gameplay since he's 12. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude, I don't know what I did that, like... There we go. Like, what can we do against the aggro decks? Is it to just try to squeeze in, like, the Soul Sister Elf? Is that, like, the only thing we can do? It would have been good against Burn. I don't know that it saves us versus the Mako guy, though. I think it might. I don't know. It's tough. Our other games, it felt like super reasonable, but mauled to 5. Corbin kept Mountain. Oh my god, Corbin. Mountain, Mountain, Mountain. I guess it's only 3 mountains. Okay, hand looks fine. A little questionable first. So we should see land Monastery Swift Spear here. Attack for 1. There is a world that the Searing Blaze kind of sucks, though. So in that instance, hopefully he draws another 1-drop. Because if he doesn't play a threat here, which, like, he knows he has Searing Blaze, so, like... Alright, he's going to play Butler. That's a good song. Flaming Telepaths, good song for Burn. Guess we should see the Searing Blaze here. Yeah, like I said, the stream just occasionally dies, like once per stream. It's like my internet, only on my computer, just completely dies. It's not like I start fading out. I literally watch the drop frames just spike and my rate just plummet. So my mod Mark, though, was just lighting me up because he knows that I could drill a hole through my floor to connect to my internet, but I don't want to do that. My house is just, like, also so old that, like, what if there's, like, asbestos between my floors? Yeah, I would just rather not. Yeah, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know. I have to look into it. I have to talk to my guy. So Corbin's hand still has what that we know of? Mountain Fire Blast. Yeah, I would need a super long cord. Ooh, and he has a Hogak. I don't want to. I don't want a 100-foot long Ethernet cord going through my house. Be like going through my living room. In a Mark, you've seen my house, and it's like through my living room, um, into the hallway, up the stairs, curve the hallway, to down the hallway, to turn in to the far corner of my office. That's true. Corbin. All right, so actively to talk about the game, because I think Corbin's making a couple misplays here. So Corbin just used potential 10 burn damage to kill a Hogak. Well, he's getting. I don't know. I don't know about that play. He's getting 7 damage in versus 10. I don't know, man. I'm a little questionable on that. If it ends up panning out, I'm okay with it, but a little haphazard on that move. Yeah, I don't normally let people upstairs because there's like not a whole lot going on up here. It's like nothing really exciting. I do it for the initial tour, but it's just like my office space. I said this on last stream. Like I want to like put the posters up behind because I think it'll look kind of cool. But so Corbin's got 1 card in hand. No, is it a mountain? I don't think we know it's a mountain. We don't know that it's a mountain because he only had 3 mountains start a game. We've seen 3 of them. And I've been in this house for a couple years. I just like I don't really decorate, and I split with my ex who like had things and like those are no longer here. So it's like I just like don't. I'm not a decorator. Oh, you're in call. You're in call with Devin. Wait, is Corbin in that call too? If he is, tell him he's cheeks. Who's the other person in your call? I can't see. I thought it was Corbin. Oh, Wes. Mark, what game is this? Game 3. He's not like dead. I mean, if he has like Fire Blast, if he doesn't have another mountain in hand, tell him he's got to wait because he might draw like if he draws Searing Blaze, the mountains are bad. Yeah, he shouldn't be playing that mountain then because he might draw Searing Blaze. 6 damage isn't 4. Nah, I don't think it's Fire Blast or Bust because you got a 3 turn clock. If he has a Bolt in hand, he goes to 4, so you could rip like Bolt and still be fine. Actually, he's not even attacking with this, so like it's definitely not Fire Blast or Bust. There's still plays. Guth is playing Hogak. We have like a hybrid Hogak Pox aggro deck floating around. So it's I was mentioning it earlier. It's kind of sweet. Like that's the iteration that they've kind of moved to. I should bump the punt counter up to 2 and just not explain why. Yeah, Souls of Lost is really good in this deck. Because a lot of times you can just sack your own lands. They play like Humidity and Hatchery, so it's like another way to like proc that. And then even if you gotta like sack one of these like derpy things, like it's not that bad. Ooh, they just added tracking to my one order. But yeah, I think I would pick up Elves if I can figure out what to do in like the hyper aggro matches. Because I think that's what like my miss is. Like Burn and then Hollow One both felt like atrocious. Oh, dude, click through his combat. That's pretty good. Good for Corbin. We're just gonna throw that punt on the Corbins though. There we go. See, that's exactly why. I know he's at 1, so it doesn't really matter too much, but you always want to sandbag a land when you're playing Searing Blaze. The only exception I think would be like if you're getting like poxed real bad and you only have one land. Because sometimes you like top deck like a skewer. Well, I don't know. It's weird. It's tough. I think it all depends on game state. This instance, though, like 100% want to hold on to a land. I think he wants to, yeah, he wants to hold back playing the land first so he can hit for 4. Now the blood gas comes out of the yard. What did we draw? It looks like it's not lethal. There's a world where he dies here, unfortunately. I almost do you deck more salvage? I don't know. Because it's 6 damage now. If you DAC more salvage, it's 5 because the land leaves, but you can mill 2 over and maybe make it 7. If you mill a blood gas, then it's definitely lethal. It's a tough call. I don't know what the right call is there. We're actually gonna up the punt counter to 3 because he drew a land. So that's 3 punts for Corbin. Almost F. I watched it. I watched it happen. It literally dropped to like. I watched everything drop hard, and then it stabilized. So I paused the music real quick because I was like, maybe. I don't know what it. I don't know why I don't know why it happens. I didn't have it. That's tough. I'm gonna leave this Corbin punt counter on screen. Wait, can I change the? We're gonna leave it there. Everyone can still see that, right? Yeah, we'll just do that going forward, just randomly buff it. All right, let's look at a couple decks. We want to look at this because of Devin. Let's judge Corbin's list, make sure he's playing a good one. Devin, you were not playing Rhinos. We'll just look at these four real quick. Won't look at like too much. Wait, where can I put this now? Actually, let me scroll down so I can look at the deck. There you go. That looks like a good spot. All right, so this guy played Rhinos. Only one commander. What the what? Couple Furies main, 4 Spirit Guides total. Dead and God in the main. Yeah, nostalgic. I don't know how familiar you are with the VV format, but like, I don't know if you're talking about from modern or like the fact that this deck was played in VV like a year ago, but 2 Street Wraith is also wild. Some crazy work, but it looks like kind of standard Rhinos. No, this was literally the best deck in VV for like 6 months. Like a year ago, like it won. I mean, it was literally like the deck you prepared for. Like people were playing like Filigree Silex in in their sideboards. We like rotate the best deck, especially because of prices, which is kind of cool. And this is like the big one now. Or was the big one before. So not even posts are now, but like you had to literally have an answer for Rhinos like 6 months ago. So just kind of looks like normal Rhinos. Nadu and Cloud Post are definitely the best right now. And then Hogak's fine. It's he's like a decent bit of play, but it's also hosed pretty hard. Um this is not my exact 75. The sideboard's different, but this is my 60, which is cool. You don't even have to know how Nadu works, just know how to not die to it. Pithing Needles and Soul Guide Lanterns are like what you board in, depending on what you're playing. But I normally have those in most of my sideboards because they're cheap. I don't think I'm on Sulfuric Vortexes. I think that's the big difference here. This is wild. This is a wild deck. Dude, it's so wild to me because like there's $15 in this approach. I think it's cool this guy wants to do like so much approach stuff, but like Mark, why did you pin that? His sideboard's like the same as mine. It's just like a little bit different. Devin, does Corbin see the new stream edition, by the way? Why are we playing green? Make sure you screenshot and show it to him. I feel like you want to be in more green stuff. I would not play this card. Just because it doesn't seem to be very online very often. This deck's like fine though. Like I don't think this deck's bad. Snow's like super. Ice Fang is your pet card. I love Ice Fang. I was playing 4-color Snow for like ever. And I think like I actually have a let me pull up my bug snow list. My list is over right now. I haven't felt like messing with it. Oh, it's still 4-color snow is what it's listed at. So I'm over $1.38. Mark's sending me a list. Oh no. There's like not a good way to like have this pop up. So, but like the idea with this is like you can fix your mana super well because you're like heavy into like snow covered forest. So you can go like Astrolabe or like Abundant Growth pretty easy. And then with that, then it like fixes the rest of your mana for like the other stuff you're doing. But it used to be 4-color because I was in white, but then like a lot of prices went up. So, which is like part of the format. Like it is what it is. But this is like my current iteration, but I gotta like touch it up again just because like Ice Fangs keep going up. Uro, Uro actually is kind of still in like a decent spot. What else has been going up? Maybe the Snowlands are creeping up. Just haven't noticed. Okay. Oh, let's pull this up. Yay. Are we building this slash playing this in DC or no? It's sleeved up. Nice. You probably heard it earlier, but I was telling Devin I'm excited for DC to just like drink at the Airbnb and like play Magic at the house. SCG Con DC is in a few weeks, so we'll be there. Cincy's in like 2 weeks, and then DC's like 2 weeks after or something. So SCG Cincy has a 3K and two 1Ks, and unfortunately DC they don't have like they only have like side events for VV, which kind of sucks. But they'll do pickup things, pick up 8 mans or whatever still, and we'll be playing like some of the other events too. So we got like an Airbnb for like 4 days. Move this over a little bit. There we go. Pretty good spot. Wish mentioned. Yeah, you wish. What's up, Foster? Yeah, I think this is cool though. Oh, my bad. There you go. Song's a banger. Yeah, I don't know. I thought Elves was pretty good. Like I said, I just don't think that we like Baloth. Baloth is the answer for him, but it's not the answer for the aggro decks. Um, I don't know what else we can do. There's that like it's like Virulent Emissary, which is like ETB's like gain life and stuff. I don't know though. Yo, actually, wait a minute. Yo, how about that? How about that for the Corbin punt counter? That's amazing. But yeah, I don't know. I think Elves is solid. Um, I know, bullying 12-year-olds. I think the shell's there. I think there's just like we might not even need career and ranger. Like there was like one instance where like it kind of did something, but like and that like saves you like a buck 50 or something. That could be like 3 emissaries on the board. Honestly, just like replace it with Sentinel, because Sentinel was solid, honestly. Sentinel with like Virtual Rangers was pretty good. Yeah. Alright, well, probably wrapping up the stream here. If you're watching on YouTube, uh the usual like, comment, subscribe. Every Wednesday, doing the Wednesday weeklies at It's VVMTG on Twitch. We're gonna start doing more creator clashes, I think monthly. So we just did Monday's creator clash. That should be up tomorrow on YouTube. But those will be on a random Monday. I think it'll be like first Mondays of the month, maybe. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you're watching on Twitch, please follow, please subscribe. If you have Twitch Prime, give free money from Bezos. But yeah, thanks you guys for watching. See you next time.